Sacramento. Hi, guys.
Exactly. How you doing? A great event coming up on May 16th. It is called History of the Sacramento Kings, The Journey from Rochester to Sacramento Proud. So that's going to be at the Golden One Center. Sacramento Historical Society is sponsoring all of this. If you want to get tickets, go to sacramentohistoricalsociety.org to get tickets for the great evening with this man among the speakers. It's Gregg Lukenbill. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Fantastic. Finally get a chance to meet you. I've heard all about you and just everything you've done for this city, and I've always wanted to talk to you about so many different things. I want to talk to you about the vision that it took. As a younger man, 30 years of age, you saw this city as something much bigger than what it was. Where did that come from? Well,
just from a passion for history and recognizing that we're, without a doubt, one of the most historical cities in America, and we, it seems to be very understated here, and it actually slows down tourism, and a great place to live, but not many people visit. They mostly drive by from the Bay Area to the mountains, right?
Yeah.
We got to get people to start stopping in here and visiting Sacramento, because it's a great place to be.
Well, you've been doing that for years. You've helped to build so many great landmarks. The Hyatt Regency, which changed the whole skyline downtown. Of course, Arco Arena, bringing it to Sacramento. But you also wanted to do even more than just bring Arco Arena and the Kings. One of the great stories is back in the late 80s, around 89. You wanted to bring the Oakland Raiders right here to Sacramento. You had a plan to build a Coliseum. And initially, you got the city to agree to give Al Davis $50 million. Is that true?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a franchise fee. That started that whole concept because I could see the economic... See, the NFL shared 100% of their revenue.
Yeah.
So the beautiful thing about that is we were probably pretty close to Green Bay in stature in the country at the time in terms of scale, right? But Green Bay gets the same revenue as New York in the NFL. So the whole concept of doing that was about getting Sacramento equal revenue billing. You don't get that in the NBA or the or the hockey or Major League Baseball. It's the revenues is all based on the local market.
Right. So what happened with that deal? Because you're telling me that the mayor at that time, Ann Rudin, actually, they all voted in favor of giving the $50 million, and then it fell through.
We had probably the biggest city council meeting in the history of Sacramento at the convention center for that vote, and it was a very big deal, and it was a unanimous vote. It was an 8-0 vote of the council to give $50 million to Davis to bring the team here because of the economic impact that we concluded the Raiders would have on a beneficial basis that would increase tourism into Sacramento from, honestly, we had deals to sell suites to people from Las Vegas to Reno.
Wow.
And obviously from the Bay Area in the building already in place. But there was, the partnership came apart over the battle. That's what did it. I mean, it actually disintegrated the partnership, and that's one of the reasons it ended.
You know, one of the great things that we talked about in the tease, and I hope we can show this video, is you, as the owner of the Kings, going up to the top of the rafters in Arco Arena with a shirt and the banner, and you fixing the leak. Tell me about that. What was that about? I mean, how did you even get up there, and what were you going to do when you got up there?
Well, that was a circumstance that was bad on more levels than I can even describe. I mean, it was so bad. And, you know, that was the last 5 minutes of the game. It was the Philadelphia 76ers. It was the end of their swing. We'd already been to the East. They only come once a year. How do you finish a game? You know, and is it really a game if it ends 5 minutes beforehand? And so it created all kinds of logistical problems. So I allowed enough time to pass for people to hopefully get it fixed, and it didn't happen. So then I had to spring into action to see if I could figure it out myself. And so I went up on the roof, and it was one of the worst storms I've ever seen Sacramento have. So they're really actually, but bizarrely enough, you know, if you're in the building, it seems like there's a leak, but up there, there was no leak. It was the water blowing the wind up the vents.
Oh, my.
45 degrees up and dropping the water inside the room.
Oh, my
and then it was going down the Z-deck steel and coming out at the first seam. If it would have went on the other side, if the wind would have blown in the opposite direction, it would have been the opposite free throw line that would have had the leak. Honest to God. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter, right? The solution was I just had to I had to come up with a solution. After I went on the roof and I came back inside, it was like, oh, my God. I've got to come up with a different plan here. This isn't going to be a roof leak. Okay, I got to come up with a diaper. So then I had the idea.
That's where you had the banner. That's where you got the banner.
So I said, go get a banner, and you guys go get some towels. We're going to create an instant diaper here to absorb the water, so we can finish the game.
You are a can-do guy.
Well,
you just make stuff happen, Greg. And that goes in with our hacks today as well, Lisa, because we're talking about that. This man is amazing. You think you love Sacramento? Gregg Lukenbill loves Sacramento. Find out more. Here's some great stories from guys like Grant Napier and Gary Gerald and Jerry Reynolds and Doug Christie and Carmichael Dave. They're going to be part of this event coming up May 16th at the Golden One Center with the Sacramento Historical Society. Mr. Lukenbill, an honor to see you. Thank you so much for coming.
Honor to be here. Thank you.
Have a great event coming up May 16th.
You got it, brother. Thank you.
You got it.
Awesome.
Back to you.
Awesome. All right.
Love that walk down memory lane. That's